and we're going to talk about this barrel spring. How do you get this spring out? To me, this is the easiest way. Now, you can take a pair of pliers or whatever and tap on this. And it'll force that cap off. But to me, this is the easiest way. For the most part, there the cap comes off. Now you can, before you take this off, you can mark where this notch is on the barrel. That way it'll help you put it back together. But we're going to take this spring out and we're going to clean it with WD-40. And then afterwards, we're going to take some denatured alcohol and wipe the WD-40 off. Now, you can wear gloves if you want. Now, these things will shatter on you. And so far, I've been lucky. Take the part that catches the spring. Now you want to make sure that you pay attention to how the spring goes in. That way you can know how to put this part back on, because this is what catches the inside loop of the spring. Now I'm going to take a pair of pliers and I'm going to pull this out some, just so I can get a hold of it. And I might want to put on some gloves. With a 400-day clock, this thing is really oily. With a 400-day clock, there's a lot of spring inside this small barrel. So I'm going to put on some gloves before I continue. I could only find one glove, so hopefully I can do this with just one glove. And once you get it out like that, you just start unwinding it. And then you got it's connected with inside the barrel, so you have to unconnect it. And there we go. It's full of oil. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put a little bit of WD-40 on this rag. And then just go through and clean off all the oil and rust and what have you. And you can only go so far doing it this way. The best way is to hook this into the end of your table or workbench or whatever, and then pull it out. But looking at this spring, it looks like it's in really good shape. I've seen a lot worse. So I'm only going to go so far, and then I'm going to dip it in my denatured alcohol to clean the WD-40 off. Because if you look at this, it's a lubricant, protects against rust, corrosion, penetrates, but it will continue to eat away your stuff, so you need to clean the WD-40 off. So that's what I'm going to do now with denatured alcohol, and then I'll get back to you. And once you got it cleaned up to your satisfaction, putting it in is in reverse order. And again, I would suggest wearing protection, gloves, eye protection. And once you get this hooked to this little tab inside here, you should be able to see that tab. Once you get that hooked, you just beat it around. And getting it started is the hardest part, because you have to get it on that tab. And then you have to get it over where it connects to that tab, and then you just beat it in. You don't have to worry about oiling it right now. You want to put the spring back inside the barrel. Now, I don't have a mainspring winder. You can make them. I've been doing this since 1999, exactly like the way I'm showing you. If you do not take this spring out and you clean it, you could get part of your material that you use to clean it underneath the spring, and then you're going to have trouble putting the cap back on. It's a slow process, and somebody who's got carpal tunnel in both their hands, it can hurt. And if you have to rest, just rest. It'll be there when you're ready to get back to it. Like I said, the 400-day clocks, they can be challenging because they there's a lot of spring for this little bitty barrel. And once you get it most of the way in, you can push the rest of it in. I just got to rest because my hands are hurting. I'm going to try to, if I can find my key, wind the rest of it up to push it in. Just like so. And now what you have to do, you got the spring going up and down in this barrel. So what you want to do, you want to find your block of wood with a big hole in it, and you're going to hit this barrel into that hole, making sure that this goes into the hole and not hit the wood itself. If you hit the wood itself, it's going to cause the spring to come back out. But what you want to do, you want to hit it, and that's going to make that spring flat, kind of like so. Now there's a ridge that goes all the way around this barrel. That's what that cap fits in. So you have to have that spring below that ridge all the way around the barrel, or the cap is not going to fit. But before you put the cap on, now is a good time to oil the spring. Again, I use synthetic motor oil. 0 is the first important number, 0 whatever. Let me see if I can find my motor oil so I can show you what I have. What I have is a big mess in my room from taking stuff down to see my friend. I see it. Stand by. I bought this because I ran out of clock spring. Actually, what I did was I never did have the cap on my container here, and it spilt all over my desk. 0W-20 synthetic castor oil motor oil. Whatever kind you want to use, it's up to you, as long as it starts with a 0. And that will last you a lifetime if you're a hobbyist like me. Well, I guess it depends on how often you service your clocks. Using my clock oiler, which is a toothpick, I'm going to put some oil on the toothpick, and then I'm going to drop it onto the spring in 3 or 4 different spots. And as you wind it up, that oil is going to go where it needs to go. So now it's time to put the cap back on after I clean it off. because this got way too much oil on it. And I didn't mark this cap, so all you're going to do, you're going to put it on and then grab your hammer. If you have a soft mallet hammer, that probably works better, but I'm going to put my oil up first. And then I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm putting the cap on, and then I'm going to tap the cap just in a couple different spots, and it should go down. As long as I got this in that big hole. And there we go. One spring back in its barrel without any fancy tools. And again, I would highly suggest that you wear safety glasses and leather gloves. Even though this is not leather, it's a strong glove.